Hey everybody, IntoWeapons back again with you. Just wanted to do a quick review on this quick access safe I picked up for my car by Ardwolf. This is the GS51 pistol safe. Thing's pretty cool actually. It's a nice little concealable package. It's able to fit my gun without the holster in it. And here, I'll show you that real quick. But that's got a decent little locking system on it. It's not meant to deter theft per se, but just a way to be within regulations if your state restrictions require that you keep your gun locked within your car if you don't have it on you, that kind of thing. So, and I do it mainly for security and safety of my daughter if she's in the vehicle and potentially I have a gun within the car. I want to make sure that she's not able to access that gun. As you know, there's a lot of course, news stories that come out where children within cars are able to access firearms and bad things do happen. So this is, like I said, the GS51. I think it runs right under $30 shipped to you, so it's fairly inexpensive, and it is straightforward and simple, and that's really what I liked about it. And also the size of it, it wasn't too big, and it does have the mounting ability, so you can mount it with the bolts to the inside of your vehicle or under your seat. Has these little tie-down cables that are run through the little holes that they provide, but it's got a quick, easy mechanism there. If you switch it over to B, you're able to adjust the security code. It comes default 000, or you switch it back to A when you have it, set to your particular position that you like, or the pin, I should say, that you would like for your three-wheel combination. So that's fairly easy, and again, that was one of the reasons that I really liked that. It was just quick and easy to get to it. So the instructions are pretty straightforward. It, like I said, just came right to me with quick shipping. It's a littler safe, so it's nice. It doesn't take up a whole lot of room, especially if you're trying to fit it underneath your seat. I have power seats, so it's actually very difficult even for me to squeeze this in there. Fortunately, this one does fit, so that's kind of nice. But if you have any type of power seats or heated cooled seats like I have here as well, it takes up a lot of space underneath, and there's not a lot of room for additional items such as this, or really anything else, to be honest. But as you can see on the inside, it's padded on both sides, which is nice. It'll keep your gun protected. Like I mentioned, it does fit my Glock. Does not fit my my Glock holster with it. We'll throw that in there. I'll show you how she fits. But as you can see, a Glock 19 does squeeze in there. It's got a little bit of room to wiggle around still, but once you close it and lock it, which is just twisting this item here and then turning the keys, or the rotation wheel here of the combination, and now you won't be able to get in there again. And you'll notice again you have the holes on the side there. Hopefully you guys can see that, with the ability to switch that cable through there and lock it down within the vehicle somewhere, so you can't just pick it up and walk away. The hinge in the back is fairly decent. It is exposed, and again, these things aren't really made to deter theft. You're probably able to get into this with a pry bar or a screwdriver somewhat easily. It's going to take maybe a minute or two, but again, not really there to deter theft, just more of a safety type of restriction. So it makes it not readily accessible, which I think is what the law really wants you to have. Theft deterrence is always great, but safety is number one. And then once you get the code back there, you're able to flip it open, turn that little knob, and have access to your firearm if you need it. But then we'll take a look at the locking mechanism here, and you can see it's not meant, again, to be a huge vault system, but a nice little lock system. They keep it simple, that way there's not a lot to break or screw up on that. The mechanism there to change the code is right here, so it's pretty much easy right to get to it. It's on the front base here. You can have it's on the A position now, but if we swap it up to the B position, it's as easily just flipping that notch there, so that's pretty cool. The hinge here is metal, which is nice. It locks into a metal mechanism instead of a plastic mechanism. The only thing I would say that kind of want to watch is that it does have the plastic knob on the front. It's not a metal knob, so you could potentially pull that off. I don't think you're going to really have access to get to the lock. Again, I think a screwdriver would be probably the quickest route, or my route, to get into it if I ever locked myself out of the thing. But overall, really nice. Again, it's the size that really attracted me to it, the price, and the simplicity of it, I should say. So hope this helps somebody out. If you guys are looking for a safe, I highly recommend it. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, as always, I appreciate watching. Till next time, take her easy.